Hey guys, Sundown Rider here. This is going to be my chapter review to Fairy Tale 539 World Collapse. Now, this chapter was actually pretty decent. I mean, there were good parts and bad parts, but it wasn't as bad as what we've been receiving in the last 3-4 weeks. So in the last month, this one was actually okay. Something I actually wanted to happen happened. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it at the end of my last review, chapter 538. But as you all probably foretold, same as myself, Acnologia escapes from the ravines of time by absorbing all that time magic. Now, this wasn't unexpected, but it was good nonetheless. I was really happy. He kind of rips a Garganta, like in Bleach, into the sky, and he smashes through his way through. Now, I liked that. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a stupid idea that Acnologia was pushed into the ravines of time in the first place. I mean, I know Anna thought that nothing. She thought that nothing could live. That's a big assumption to make. She thought that nothing could live within the ravines of time because it was full of a magic of nothingness. It wasn't light or dark. It was just full of a magic of nothingness. But you're talking about the dragon slayer of magic, the magic dragon. He can absorb any form of magic. So the fact that he was put in there, which it's an almost unlimited supply of magic. It's not. I don't think it's quite unlimited. I'm not sure. I mean, in the chapter, I think it's 531. Zeref mentioned that it has an unimaginable amount of magic, of time magic in there, but he didn't ever state that it was infinite. And Acnologia doesn't state that he has an infinite magic supply in this chapter. That was all very hard. So yeah, so Acnologia comes out, everyone's shitting themselves, everyone's like, oh my god, we gonna die again. Well, we know they're not gonna die. All the civilians will die, but you know, none of the mages we actually know, none of the named mages will die, because this is Fairy Tale. So like, the fact that he's come back is cool, but it's not going to make much of a difference. There's just going to be another fight, so it doesn't really weigh on us, especially with 7 chapters left. I don't think anything major is going to happen. Acnologia is going to get wrecked. First, it's going to be the Dragon Slayers get wrecked, then Acnologia will eventually, through some weird ass freaking Nakama power, friendship all the way. There's going to be like some someone in the comments is saying something like there's going to be like a rainbow Dragon Slayer magical punch shit going on. It's going to be something like that, trust me. This is Fairy Tale. So Acnologia flies in. Well, he's already in the sky, and justice reigns from above, and he totally carpet bombs everything in the world by the looks of things. A load of civilians might die, we don't know, but the key thing is that even though mages were in those areas, none of them seem to have been killed, or at the very least, none of them seem to have been majorly damaged or harmed. So, like I say, the fact that he's back, he should have started off with like killing someone major. Like that would have cemented the fact that shit, he's back, you know. But he's come back, and he's not really. He did his freaking justice reigns from above, and nothing really happened. He just destroyed a few islands and shit. So and this is what annoys me. This part of the chapter, I was like, I really hate this character. Like I didn't want to ever say it because she's one of the main characters. But I just hate this character with all my heart, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will too. I mean, some of you guys might think that she's one of the best characters in this, but Urza pisses me off. She pisses me off so much, and she gets hit. Well, the island they're standing on gets hit by one of Acnologia's rockets, one of his beams in this chapter. And everyone gets scattered. Well, everyone gets pushed into the ocean or the sea, and they're going under, but they're not really drowning. They can all swim, or so you'd hope. And Urza's like, "Oh my God, is the world ending?" And I was like, "Oh, thank God, she's actually gonna give up." And then she clenches her fist and she's like, "I can't give up." And I was like, "Oh my God, really, really, just give up, Urza, just give up." She's been broken, battered, and bruised all the way through this arc, and she's still getting back up. I mean, I understand that Wendy healed her up a bit. But Wendy has been known to not have a great reserve of magical power, and the fact that Urza had almost every single bone broken in her body, and that Wendy was just able to do it all over, like was able to fix her up completely. I doubt that. She should still be fatigued big time, and she shouldn't have as much willpower as she does at this moment in time. She should just be like, shit, we're dead. But no, Urza's gonna do her thing, and if she does some like OP ass media breaking shit on Acnologia, I'm not gonna enjoy that. I'm not gonna enjoy that at all. So let's so then the Dragon Slayers are all absorbed into Acnologia, into his ravines of time, because he absorbed the ravines of time, and then he did this thing where he pops up and he's like, I'm gonna absorb all the Dragon Slayers into me. Why didn't he do this the first time it shows up? Because it's obvious from this chapter that proximity. I didn't actually even write this in my notes, but I just thought of it now. It's obvious that proximity doesn't matter. Acnologia can just absorb these guys. There might be some element of proximity. He has to be in the same freaking country or in the same city. But when he first showed up, he didn't do anything like this, and that's what he's been after all along. So why didn't he just absorb all the Dragon Slayers when he first got here, or the second time he was there, whatever? So he mentions through this absorbing of the Dragon Slayers, he will become the perfect dragon of extinction. Now this for me is where it starts to fill in the gaps of why Acnologia hasn't straight up murdered all these Dragon Slayers yet, all the original Dragon Slayers. And apart from, but actually even Laxus gets absorbed, and he's not like an original Dragon Slayer. Is he what's it called? A second generation Dragon Slayer. He got implanted with a Dragon Lacrima, so he's not really a Dragon Slayer. He's a manufactured Dragon Slayer. All the originals are people like Sting, Natsu, Gajeel, Wendy, all those guys, Rogue. So that was a bit weird. I'm not sure why Laxus was included in that, but hey, it's still Dragon Slayer magic, I suppose. And they get absorbed into him, and I think that Acnologia is gonna basically fight them into submission or kill them within his ravines of time, and then he's gonna absorb them. And when he absorbs each dragons, because he's been known to slay many dragons, and when he absorbs each dragon's ability, I assume that's when he'll become the perfect dragon of extinction, unless that was just a phrase he was coining. But I think that's actually a thing. The perfect dragon of extinction is going to be when he absorbs all the dragon's magic. So this is where Natsu went at the end of last chapter. He didn't die or anything. We knew something like this was going to happen, but this was actually, I'm not too mad about this. He just got transported into the ravines of time by Acnologia when he absorbed all of them. So the assumption is made that, conveniently, all Dragon Slayers are now going to fight Acnologia, whether it's one by one, whether they're all attacking him at the same time, whether there's like a Kage Bunshin of friggin' Acnologia and he's fighting them all one by one in a different part of the ravines of time, so they don't know each other are there. But it's a bit convenient that they're all there doing their final boss battle at the same time. I mean, like, actually there was a guy on Manga Stream, I even noted down his name. His name's Hoodie, and he's like, all the Dragon Slayers just got teleported conveniently to the boss fight chamber. Hey, that's very nice of you, Acnologia, which is so true. I mean, they all just got teleported to the final boss. They didn't have to go find him. He didn't kill them just like because he could. He transported them all within himself, and he was like, yep, okay, now you can fight me one-on-one. And this is another thing. If they manage to even touch Acnologia at this point, that's going to be the ultimate bullshit. Because for starters, Natsu is a complete wreck after having fought Zeref. Sting, Rogue, and all them, they're a complete wreck after having just gone through the war. And to begin with, they weren't even that strong because they got wrecked by the original friggin', well, they're not commandments, the Spriggan. Wendy's not really an attacking type. I mean, she can do Dragon Force and everything, but you know, she's a little more hyped up than she actually should be. Gajeel is wrecked from his battles with the Spriggan and almost dying. Laxus seems to be the most healthy at the moment out of all the Dragon Slayers. So if anyone's going to hurt Acnologia, even possibly, it has to be through Laxus. But some weird shit's going to go on. I bet you it's going to be like Urza inflicts some damage on Acnologia externally, and he's like, oh, my body externally. And then he's going to get wrecked internally while he's concentrating on his external self. So it's going to be some stupid shit like that, but you can bet something like that's going to happen. There was another comment on Manga Stream which I liked by Josh Hoagland, and he says, actually a pretty cool chapter, which I agree with, but none of it matters because none of the good guys will die and they'll beat Acnologia easily with friendship, which is true as shit. I mean, it's gonna happen. That's why none of these chapters have any impact anymore, because we know that they're gonna go through the fight, they'll get wrecked, they'll get back up, friendship, Rainbow Dragon shit, and then Acnologia is gone. So it's not none of this has any weight. All we know is that Acnologia is trying to become this perfect dragon of extinction, which is cool. I like that Acnologia is back, but none of it bears any weight because he's just gonna get wrecked, and it's gonna be how mad the fans get depending on how stupid the way he gets wrecked is. So I don't know what you guys thought of the chapter. I thought it was pretty decent. I'll give it a 7, 6.5, 6.5. It was okay. It was pretty good, but there were some stupid things. I think that's about it. Yeah, there wasn't actually much to go on in this chapter. Yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you guys thought of the chapter. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know how you guys think Acnology is gonna go down. I think it's gonna be some stupid ass friendship power, maybe an external damage to his dragon body while he's fighting inside, and then the Dragon Slayers will team up on him in the Ravines of Time. I liked his Justice Reigns from Above move. It's pretty cool. I think it was called Eternal Flare. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff again. And I'll see you guys in a bit, because I'll be putting up my Nanatsu no Taizai review, so get ready for that.